My name is Giftings and this is me, right? And I know some of us out there are really already jumping into fulfilling our goals, fulfilling our dreams and our visions as leaders, future leaders. Beautiful. I want to share something beautiful with you today. Why big thinking is not an option. If you know this, it can really push you, give you more energy to drive faster, expand your potential, unlock it into the future, and begin to leverage opportunities around you to fulfill your goals for the year. So let me share with you quickly these 5 reasons why your big thinking is not an option. Number 1, it's how life works. You see, life is one big indivisible whole, and we, each and every one of us, our personalities having a share of life to ourselves. All right, so one life is one big indivisible whole. It is this self-centeredness that denies us the reality of who we are in the scheme of life's work. And so if we see it from this perspective that life is one big indivisible whole, then there's no point of us thinking small. All right, because one of the key essence of this is connectivity. Because thinking big, the way life is that if we look at let go of our self-centeredness, this ego-centered nature, we begin to become more connective, and this forms one big unity of people. A community unfolds, and that's the beauty. Life works from just look at it again from this perspective. Your heartbeat, you see, heartbeat, your breath rate. You have very little or no control about that, right? And that's life. Life constantly shows up in everything we do. It's constantly, faithfully, selflessly, humbly, and forgivingly shows up in our life to help us fulfill destiny. And so life presents itself for us to do the best we want. The moon comes to show up every day in, day out. The sun shows in, day out. And therefore, big thinking is not an option. All right? Big thinking aligns us with the vision of life, with the purpose of life. This is key. Number 2, it's our nature. Big thinking is our nature. We are spirit beings. We embody spirituality. And therefore, spirit beings are boundless. We are limitless. We are just beyond our imagination. And that's the truth. And so we have been conditioned by our environment to think otherwise. And that's the problem most of us go through. And so we have to constantly drive towards expanding our mind by setting big dreams and in big visions in order to expand our mentality. And number 3 quickly is our attitude. Attitude is foundational, that frame of your mind. I talk about internal firmness in my previous video. You build internal firmness by holding the right image in your mind. I talk about image and nature as the grammatical construct of imagination. The more you hold the right, excellent, beautiful images in your mind, the more you build internal firmness, you build passion, you unlock creativity in your mind. This is important. Attitude is at the core essence of what? Thinking big. When you think big, you expand your passion, and that drives you into the future as an entrepreneur. All right. Also, next, strategic move. You move flexibly, resiliently to fulfill your goals. If you think big, think about it this way. When you think big all the time, when you think big, have a big dream, it expands you to see the contextual nature of a thing. If you are in a business, you're an entrepreneur, big thinking affords you to have a whole big view about your environment, and then you can begin to navigate towards fulfilling your goals, your vision, or as a leader for your business, for your family, for your academic pursuit. All matters. So big thinking is not an option. And lastly, your health. I remember when I was very young, right? In the church, we always talk about this wholeness thing, this wholeness. You want to be whole, healing. It all come from the ability to think whole. Why? Because when you think whole and you focus on the whole of a thing, you get all of its parts. Your body is a whole function. Think about your body. Each part functions as each part does what it should do. Growth automatically emerges from your wholeness, from your big thinking, all right, an ability for you to work in an organized way and a structured way. It's important you understand this basic concept. Big thinking is not an option. I just want you to get this because it affords you passion, it affords you the right attitude, it's your nature, it's how life works, it affords you flexible strategic move and all that. Big thinking will push you to move beyond one level of awareness to a higher level. Big thinking is an option. Guys, I respect you, love you. I'm out.